So one materials that I really am interested to do the installation is, of course, the bamboos, which I find most fascinating because it's environmentally friendly. And also it's very close to me because this is when I first learned Chinese painting. The first subject that I paint is bamboo. And so I'm more or less familiar with the materials. And I think the bamboo scaffolding is the most fascinating feature still, practiced in Hong Kong. The flower plaque is something to do much with the community spirits in Hong Kong. So every year when there's festivals, there will be lots of flower plaques, traditional festivals. And I think it shows this kind of solidarity of the community. But of course, for myself, I'm most fascinated with the architecture feature of walls, because I always find, when people build a wall, what's the concept behind it? Of course, it's dividing, you and me, so they build a wall, and there's certain insecurity on both sides. So how do we build? How the walls are built and how they want to take it down, and what is the best way so one can really start to have this kind of crossover. So I proposed to them that I want to build a wall and I want to build a gate, and I want to use bamboos and I want to use flower plaque to build a wall and to build a gate. And the whole idea is that I think cross-cultural exchange is so important, and also crossover is so important for learning. The whole concept that I had behind it is about this Hong Kong spirit, the Hong Kong spirit of interaction, participation, and collective creativity. I think I probably am the only artist involved in the festival which has studied the site very, very carefully. I think we must know the environment before we get involved. And when they ask me where I would like to place my work, I have chosen to, right in the center of the Independence Mall. So on one side you face the memorial, the Washington Memorial, and the other side you look at the big Congress. So I think, and then you see the wall standing in between, and then you see the gate. So through the gate you see the Independent Washington Memorial, and I think for me, I feel that this is probably one of the largest installation ever for the Folklife Arts Festival. But then, I personally feel that the concept of installation is always very, very interesting, because installation meaning that it's not permanent. But what is really permanent? 10 years is permanent, 100 years is permanent, and this particular project is 2 weeks. So it will be there for 2 weeks, and it will be viewed by 1 million people. I also try to involve other bamboo products. One is the bamboo ladders. So I am integrating bamboo ladders into the gateway. Because I am fascinated by how the bamboo masters climb up and down in the bamboo structure. And I think that perhaps we should also have ladders, so then, we can also climb up and down. Another item that the bamboo, using bamboo material, is the chimes. So I did quite a bit of research, and I found in Taiwan that they make musical chimes. So I called my friend in Taiwan, and they immediately donate a whole bunch of chimes. I think there's about 2,000 chimes. So the bamboo chimes. So when they hit on each other, they make interesting music or sound. And so I'm using the chimes to create the sound, while the flower plaque is creating the sight. So you have the sight and sound all together. I think one of the thing I did was try to make Tian Tian to learn about traditional performing arts. So what we have here is he's learning to become a martial artist. You know, all these flags means he's a general. So I'm creating this particular work on the statue in Washington, D.C., facing the gateway, the Tian Tian of a big size with many flags behind it.